coming into this weekend, we decided to use Lourlo, and part of that strategy was his synergy that he had with Panda. One of the things we noticed was, since we have kind of a 10-man roster, we try out different players here and there, and we talk a lot with Beeby about how Academy's going and what the players are doing well there. And in one of those conversations, the synergy between Panda and Lourlo was brought up and how they work really well together.
I think Lourlo, I mean, obviously I got to play with him when he was on Academy, and he just has like a good energy. It's like when you bring someone up from Academy, it just feels like they have like a little more energy and a little more drive than maybe the other players, which is good. It kind of like revitalizes everybody, knowing that like he's kind of coming from a place where like he didn't like feel all those losses that we had, if that makes sense. But he's just kind of coming in like, hey, we can still do this, like we can still win, and he wants to have that like drive, which is, I don't know, it's just really nice to have.
It's actually been so long since I played Optic. Only 6 months. It's a while.
At the start of when I first joined Echo Fox, things were pretty hard for me mentally, I would say, because I really wanted to stay in the LCS. And it took me some time, honestly. Like in spring split, even like the first 3 to 4 weeks, I was just struggling, I would say. I would just not really for the team. I was like for myself, just trying to like work on myself, to like being really selfish in terms of wanting to just like prove myself. But I realized that was just the wrong approach. And if I kept that up, then I was just not gonna actually impact anything. I wasn't gonna improve, or just my team wasn't gonna improve. And then it was like that's when we were like 2 and 5, like in Academy. I was just being really selfish. And then it was like week 5, I think. I came in, I'm like, okay, let's just figure out how to make this team work, and I'll play the super selfless role, like start teaching them how to play around vision, how to play just general macro, and just more understanding of how to play the game as a team. And then we slowly just started improving way faster.
This man is playing out of his mind with the engages. Kumo, first death of the game, and it's going to be one of the most important ones because Fox is looking to take the base of C9 Academy. Lawrence going in, flashing in. Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed an absolute murder of Cloud9 Academy. 15-1 in the chat. Fox Academy taking the win.
When I first joined, I just really wanted the focal point to be on me to try to get my LCS spot again, but I realized that was the wrong approach, and if I just made this team a team that could trust each other and perform well as 5, it was gonna make me look better than making myself look better individually. It was different for me because it frustrated me at first because of how selfish I was at the start. And then I really wanted to change that around as soon as possible when I realized I made that mistake. And then I just slowly developed that mindset. If you're frustrated and you're really focused on yourself, then you're not gonna go as far as making the team the best possible team they can be as 5, because it will always make your own individual self look better if you can make the 5 look better. So.
Good. Are you back?
We'll see. For a bit. Intermediate back.
Hello and thank you for joining us for our final game of the day, which pits Echo Fox opposite Clutch Gaming. We're going to start by jumping right into the players taking to the stage. On the blue side, it is Echo Fox, but not as you know them. In the top lane, Lourlo. In the jungle, Panda, both coming up from Academy. In mid lane, Phoenix. In bot and support, it is Apollo and Hakwo. And of course, their coaches, Song and Tyler.
We decided to put in Lourlo and Panda, so they were making their debut back into the LCS for this split. And we kind of saw a little bit of sloppy play from our team. You could definitely see that the cohesion from the players wasn't really there, and that some of the calls were kind of we were hesitating on a lot of our calls.
That's going to give them the Rift Herald over, but now they've got to get out of there. Damonte threatening to gate in, but does not go for it. Vanguard's edge hits Hakwo, but that's actually missed reset there for Huni as a result. Now unstoppable Panda does go down to Huni. Pop Blossom not quite able to connect as the rest of Clutch look to collapse. A good ult there from Apollo as Lourlo tries to slow down the rest of Clutch, but Lyra, undeterred, does get rooted up. Phoenix with a massive 3-man root as the team continues to try and run away. Lyra commits a smite. Now maybe a turnaround here as Lyra too far forward, gets picked off by Lourlo, and at the end of the day, it's only a 1-for-1.
We were able to get the upper hand at one point and be able to go for Baron. Unfortunately, Apollo didn't recall in TP. He figured he'd be healthy enough by just taking the fruit next to Baron and then being able to fight Baron.
But it is 3v5, and Echo Fox are on the Baron here with this Mountain Dragon.
They're going for it.
They are low, though.
Oh, what a hook from Hakuo. Hot Blossom instantly death from Phoenix into the Zhonya's finds to start on the end of it all. But Cody-san actually into the fight, able to take down
He's
Phoenix.
shredding them.
The ricochet's massive. Demonte picks up the kill on the other end. And in a 3v5, it's Clutch that find the kills.
And when Huni and Demonte came in from a flank and forced a fight, our whole team got wiped, and at that point, it was just too far gone for us.
This could be the final fight.
Finding good onto Hakuo, but Fox gonna try and turn it back around. Phoenix looking for the ult. He does find Demonte at least, but Huni diving into the backlines as Lourlo gonna tie up Vulcan for as long as he can. Lyra with the Cataclysm dives in, but the Featherstorm pulls back into so much damage to Huni. This cannot be stopped. He's got the GA. He's diving in onto the members of Echo Fox. He started carrying the game, and it looks like he's gonna try and end it.
Yeah, that should do it. They have the minions. They have the Baron buff. It's just Panda alive. Barring some sort of heroics, it's a 4v1. They look to close it out.
Good luck, Olaf, as Clutch gonna take down Nexus turret number 1 and 2, and Fox, one mistake, and Clutch punished them to the absolute maximum, taking down the Nexus and taking down the win.
Okay guys, we are a little bit sacked many waves to this game. I don't too much think about like, just don't think about like just we are bad or we are makers really bad or something like that. Just think about how to make a step up and step by step and fix the macro problems. Okay.
I'm actually so good at Sona.
Are you sure you're so good at
I'm so mediocre at Sona.
I can play Sona.
I'll play the Kench. How hard could Kench be?
We are gearing up and ready to go here for Game 5, where Optic Gaming and Echo Fox are squaring off.
I think yesterday we just had like shot calling issues. Like even when we got ahead, there was miscommunication, and today we just took more like charge of it. And like if people were saying stuff that was against what our game plan was, we would like call it out and get back, like focus on what we had to do to win.
TP will be expended by the side of Optic, looking to make a play happen here. Prowling projectile finding its way onto Panda. Meteos moving forward, not gonna find the stun onto anyone. Lourlo trying to get himself away. He's in the World Ender, but he doesn't have a reset just yet. He's gonna get one here in a moment. Scarlet is taken down. Lourlo goes into the reset now, and oh boy, did Optic mess up! Echo Fox will find 4!
We kind of had like a shaky early game. We messed up our level 2 gank bot, and top lane kind of suffered from that basically because they just focused a lot of the resources topside. But we were able to stabilize and we just capitalized on their mistakes, and yeah, I think we just ended up playing really well like after maybe like the 10 to 15 minute mark.
Wants to try to go in.
Oh, baby, Doku's gonna be the target, and that is a big pick to start things off with. Scarlet having to retreat now, too. Optic's trying to back away, but Lourlo's into the back line. All he needs is his reset, and he's gonna find it. Apollo's on a rampage, and Optic are cut to pieces. They'll find even more disaster as Echo Fox chases further. Scarlet goes into the pool and into the grave as Apollo gets a triple. One more will make it a quadra, and surely the Pinta with the cat after, but they will not even need it.
Phoenix was pretty strong, and Apollo had actually gotten a pretty decent item lead as Arrow had gone a really defensive build. He had Ninja Top, he had the Hex Drinker, and I believe he eventually built a Guardian Angel. So AD carry-wise, there was a very big difference in how much damage we were going to be able to do. So at that point, we felt pretty safe and pretty good. All we need to do is just make sure the Vlad doesn't pop off, and we were going to win the game.
Arrow's got to make something happen, but
what do you even
he's going to be able to do it. I mean, you just have to try to clear the minion wave and suicide for that.
Big separates from his AD carry. He tries to fire off some spooky ghosts. It will not succeed. Echo Fox will find their second win of the split.
And a big one it is, taking down Optic, who is sitting at 5-2. That second win, so important for Echo Fox here. And what a game.
It feels good to win, even though it was a kind of rough game. We threw around Baron once, but we came back and won all the team fights we took. So it's just nice being able to win again.
It felt good. It felt It could have felt better for me personally because the early game was so bad. I wish the whole game felt good, not just the end, because the first like 10-15 was really painful to play that game. Just like a little bit of a mental fortitude test on that kind of game, and we ended up pulling through, so I was happy.
Obviously, it feels really nice to get a win after losing 5 games in a row. Nobody wants to finish the first half of the split 1-8. So at least, you know, after Rift Rivals, we'll be able to go up against FlyQuest, who hopefully we'll be able to match up pretty well against, and getting this win against Optic kind of just gives that rejuvenation to the team of like, you know, we can still try and make some good push here, and you know, hopefully we can have a run with some wins.
One of the things that I discovered with Lourlo when I worked with him on GGS was that he's actually a natural born leader. He's really good at bringing people together towards a certain goal, and that helped us when we were struggling on GGS, especially in the spring. And just the way he's grown into that role, coming in through GGS and coming into this year on Fox, has been really amazing for me to see. When he was on the academy team, I know he talked about how he really wanted to be back at LCS, and he was super focused on his lane and his lane matchups and just getting better at those particular things. And I think just a moment clicked with him where he realized that he's not going to get further if he doesn't help his teammates grow too.
And was it nice to be back on the stage, not just here for LCS, but also with your academy team that you've spent quite a lot of time with at this point?
Yeah, I've been wanting to play LCS for a long time again. It's been 6 months until this week, so I've been just working hard, just grinding, trying to improve myself the best I could, and we ended up going 1-1, so that's good. And yeah, it just feels good to be able to play not only with my academy team, but also with the LCS guys. So this week was really just a fun week for me, and it had a lot of just good memories.
Since then, he's just been like a remarkable leader among the guys, and just giving them someone to look up to while also keeping the objective clear and helping them improve. And that's something that I've been really happy to see from Lourlo coming in from last year.
I'm in a good state now. I think if I'm playing Academy again, I'm happy to play with them. If I'm playing LCS next week, I'm perfectly playing LCS. I feel like I'm capable of playing both at a high level, so whatever it takes me, I'm honestly just down for the ride. It's just like, I'm just happy where I am, and I just want to keep improving myself and the teams I'm on, so yeah, I'm just excited.